What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our official Shopify Masterclass series, where I'm going to show you everything that you need to know from building, growing, and scaling your Shopify business. Now, if you love any of my video content, make sure you hit the subscribe button anywhere on this video, or making sure that you comment right below and tell me your feedback. Regardless if you hate it, love it, or you absolutely are thrilled from me creating these content for you, make sure you comment right below, alright? Now, in this episode, which is our first episode, I want to set the stage first, and I want to show you my 5-step blueprint that has allowed me to generate over $7.1 million. Yep, it is $7.1 million. That's the exact number that I've generated to date with my Shopify business using my 5-step blueprint. Now, this 5-step system is obviously replicatable by any individuals that really want to build a business online. I have an outrageous amount of students using my 5-step system, and they have been generating an overwhelming of profits for their business. I was just recently with one of my students called Aaron, and he has generated over $700,000 using this exact blueprint. Now, I want to set the stage and walk you through the 5 steps, really because in this Shopify Masterclass, I will keep referencing back to this 5 steps so that you know exactly where you are at in your business and what you have to do in order for you to continue to scale up your business. Alright, so for some of you that may have know what my 5 steps are, keep in mind you want to make sure that you know exactly what they are and also have a refresh, kind of like going back to Business 101 on exactly knowing what your blueprint is in order for you to continue to scale up your business. Alright, so let's dive right into the 5 steps. So step number 1, you want to have a web presence. Now, in the olden days, for you to actually create a web presence, especially in the e-commerce world, it is virtually impossible. You would actually have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get started. But thanks to Shopify, you are now armed and given the exact business in a box by simply just copy and pasting, putting in some text, and you can literally have an e-commerce store up and running. It is absolutely simple, easy, and really Shopify simplified the process for anyone that really want to sell products online, especially physical product. Now, with the web presence, seriously, don't even focus on going with like BayCommerce, Magento, or WooCommerce. I tried all of them, and I have to say, Shopify is literally the best. It handles your hosting, handles your SSL certificate, it handles your customers, it has email templates, it has shipping table, taxes, it has basically also apps that you can add into your store, which you can literally turbocharge your store to actually make it convert and even make more money with that. So if you're looking for really creating a website for your e-commerce business, without a shadow of a doubt, it is going to be Shopify. Alright, so that's step number 1. Get a Shopify account. Now let's go into step number 2. Obviously, having a website up, that's amazing, that's great, but you obviously need products to sell. So in step number 2, I call it the inventory arbitrage. So what you're essentially doing is you are arbitraging the inventory that is already sitting in the warehouse of your vendor, supplier, or manufacturer. So you are literally not needing to spend a penny in inventory, and you can have products in your store that you can start selling. It's kind of like the last time you have purchased an online product, which is a physical product, I should say. Seriously, you never seen or touch or smell the product. You only seen the image, description, and the price that you need to pay. And that's how we are trained nowadays to buy products online. And as an individual and also a entrepreneur, you want to take advantage of that. So what you essentially are doing is going to your supplier and asking for them for the image, asking them for the description, and knowing what the price that you need to pay per product. And with that information, all you got to do is simply upload it right into your Shopify store and sell it at a higher price so you can actually make some money, right? You don't want to actually be in a business where you are selling products at a low price and not make any money out of it. You want to obviously increase the price so you make some profits. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, is inventory arbitrage the same as drop shipping? The truth is, it is the same. Now, drop shipping started to be a thing in the last couple years, but I have to tell you, I have been arbitraging the inventory of all my vendors back in 2008. That's when I first built my multi-million-dollar e-commerce business by simply selling products that I've never seen or touched. Now, if you are brand new to all these, I would highly encourage you to simply use AliExpress to start arbitraging their inventory. It is superbly easy. Go to their website, grab their images, grab their description, mark up the price, and have it right in your store. Now, you're not restricted just to sell on AliExpress, but what I have to tell you is that if you are starting out, it is wise to get started in AliExpress because you can eliminate all the negotiation, all the outreach, and everything to actually find a supplier that will let you drop ship their products. But at the end of the day, AliExpress is not something that you want to always build your business in, okay? When we go to step number 5, I will share with you some tactics and techniques that you can use to make your store more unique and selling a lot more other products over your competitor. So with that, obviously, all you're doing is simply just selling an image description on your website, collect that money first from your customer, and then use your credit card to buy the product on AliExpress and having them ship the product directly to your customer. So you're making the margins right in between. Now, in step number 1 and step number 2, obviously you have a website now and you obviously have products, but without traffic, you are not going to generate any sales. So in step number 3, you want to generate traffic. Now, with traffic, if you're brand new, if this is all new to you, obviously the best platform for you to get started is simply Facebook. Now, Facebook, why Facebook? Well, there are studies done that 85% of all social media orders for e-commerce are really generated from Facebook. And the reason why Facebook is easy and also it is converting a lot higher than any other social media platform is because of their technology on targeting. So on Facebook, you can literally target to the selective group of people that will most likely buy your product. So let's say you have a store that sells dog products, right? You can now leverage Facebook and really advertise your message and your product directly to those who are expressing interest in pets. And you know that they're interested in pets, right? Chances are it is very highly likely, on basically going to your store to check out your products. But it doesn't stop there. Let's say that you have a Chihuahua bracelet. Well, guess what? Facebook will give you the ability to target and show your ad message to those who absolutely love Chihuahua. So if you have a Chihuahua product selling to a Chihuahua lover, guess what? Chances are for you to actually sell that product is very highly likely that you will actually convert those people because you are advertising what they absolutely want. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, as a smart entrepreneur, you don't want to always just focus on Facebook. Facebook is great to get started, and as a matter of fact, Facebook is going to be big enough for you to actually build a 6-figure or 7-figure e-commerce store. But here's the deal. There's an old saying, you don't want to leave all your eggs in one basket. So what you wanted to do is to make sure that you start diversifying your traffic sources. You want to use Google, YouTube, display ads, Instagram, Snapchat, and any other forms, also like Pinterest, to really get these people to go to your website to really buy their products. Now again, I'm just giving you guys the blueprint right now, and throughout our entire Shopify Masterclass series, I will go in depth into each of them and what you gotta do in order for you to actually continue to grow and scale up your business. Alright, and again, I'm sharing this 5-step with you guys so you know what the blueprint is. We will keep referencing back to these 5 steps because it's the core of the business model. So now let's go into step number 4. And step number 4, I call it the profit multiplier. And I have to tell you, 95% of e-commerce store owners actually just stop on step number 3. A lot of them don't really leverage and maximize their opportunity with their store with step number 4, let alone step number 5. A lot of people don't even think about it. Alright, so I want to basically share with you what you got to do in step number 4, which is called the profit multiplier. And this is going to be a competitive advantage for you for your business. So with the profit multiplier, you're essentially simply increasing the average order value of every single customer that goes to your website. So let's say that on average, a customer goes to your website and they buy a $10 product. Now with $10, you're not going to have a lot of margin and a lot of money for you to obviously afford advertising, afford the cost of goods, and feeding you and your family, right? So in order for you to actually afford all these and make a lion's share of profits, you want to build your profit multiplier and increase the average order value. So instead of just collecting $10 from your customers, you are now given the ability to simply charge 20, 30, 40, etc., etc. So with the profit multiplier, you can 2x, 3x, or even potentially 10x your business. And under the profit multiplier, here are some strategies that you can take away. And again, I will go in depth later on exactly how to do all these and what these are. But here are the simple strategies that you can apply right away. Number 1, simply have a coupon code right in the thank you page. So when a customer finished checking out and giving you their credit card, they finished their order, you don't want to just tell them to, hey, bye-bye, wait for your product. What you want to do is simply say, hey, we have a discounted coupon that I want to give you right now. Come back and check out our store, and in your next purchase, you can actually use this coupon code. And I would have to tell you, a large number of people will actually go grab your coupon, go to your store, and continue to see what you have for sale and give you more money. All right? So that's one strategy. The other strategy is building a sales funnel. All right? You don't want to just sell one product to that customer or customers that are going into your store. You want to basically sell them more products. So let's say that you are going to sell a cat's necklace, right? When the person pull out their credit card and they're about to give you their money on a cat's necklace, well, guess what? Hit them up and say, hey, do you want a one-time special on a matching cat earring or a cat bracelet, right? Because you already identified that this customer really wanted to buy the cat necklace, and at the end of the day, you're just basically showing to them, hey, do you want to add this to your cart? Do you want to add that to your cart? And when you ask simple questions like that, you are obviously going to increase the average order value, and you are going to make more money from every single customer that is coming into your store. Alright, so that's very important. That way you can actually afford advertising, afford the cost of goods, and make more money than what you originally are making. Now let's go into step number 5. In step number 5, there are really 2 routes for you to take. And I'll talk about the easy route first and go into the legacy and I'm not saying it'd be harder, but it's something that you want to basically invest more time and effort in. So let me talk about the easy part. So what you can actually do is continue to keep finding products, keep building sales funnel, and increase the revenue for your store. And when you actually have all these in place, you can literally just flip your website and sell it. because there are a lot of people on the internet that looks for websites to buy. It's kind of like a turnkey, or they're basically wanting to invest into other businesses. And if you have everything set and in place, people will just want to give you money to buy out your website. I have a student of mine called Ryan Carell, a very brilliant kid, 21-year-old, and he took my advice, followed my exact 5 steps, and in 3 months, he sold his website for $22,000. Now imagine yourself, right? Flipping websites over and over and over and over and over again, right? You're rinsing and repeating, rinsing and repeating. And imagine if you can actually sell a website every 3 months, you can literally make at least close to $90,000 profit right into your pocket by simply just repeating the process and selling out your website. Now, on the other hand, you're like, you know what? I don't want to sell yet. Okay, I want to basically build a legacy business that I can pass down to generation to come, or you want a bigger evaluation for your business. Then you can go down what we call the legacy route. Now, the legacy route, what you're essentially doing is that you're building a brand. And when you're building your brand, you will actually have a portfolio built. And with that portfolio, you can outreach to bigger brands, or simply brands that you thought you would never basically have a contract with. You can literally go out to them and say, hey, look at my website. It is within, let's say you're doing the camping niche. Let's say that it's the camping niche, and you're like, hey, take a look at this. I have 100,000 email database. I have this, I have that. I have traffic coming in. I have customers coming in every day. I would love to set up an account to resell your products. And because you have that portfolio, guess what? A lot of these big brands will give you an account that you can resell their products, so you're making your store unique. And through that process, you can obviously introduce digital products, you can introduce continuity product, you can actually introduce membership. There's a lot of things that you can absolutely do in scaling up your business, because what you're doing is that you're leveraging the customers that's coming into your store. You're leveraging those money that you're making to actually build a bigger business and a bigger brand, so that you are going to be much more competitive with the market and be much more competitive with your competition. And that's what you want to do. And by the time that you're actually in step number 5, I would say that you are easily in the 6 to 7 figure business part, okay? Because you already identified the products that are selling, and you really want to basically continue to scale up your business. So these are the 5 steps that I personally use to generate over $7 million. Now, at the same time, I have students, a lot of students, using this exact 5 steps, going from 0 to 6 figures and even 7 figures. And the core and the blueprint is always going to be the same. Now, obviously, in each step, there are more things that you can look at to improve your business, and I'm going to cover all that inside our Shopify Masterclass series. Now, if you want to learn exactly how to do all these step by step and watch over my shoulder on how you build your website, build your store, get your domain, find products, and advertise it on Facebook, listen, I got a 10-part video training series that you can actually download in the video description right below, okay? Just enter your email address and I'll send you all the instructions for you to get started, especially for those of you who are really wanting to tap into this $1 trillion marketplace, right? Because by 2020, it is projected to transact nearly $4 billion, no, not billion, I mean $trillion, with a T, not a B, $1 trillion marketplace. And getting a small piece of that, it's going to be a lot of money for you and your family. And again, I got a link right below. Click on it if you are interested on building your first e-commerce business. I have everything covered in there. Other than that, listen, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Once you click on the subscribe button, there is a notification bell. Click on that, because each time I release a brand new video training, a brand new content, you are going to be the first to get notified, and I'm going to continue to create an entire series called, obviously, the Shopify Masterclass, to show you what I've been doing for my business, what my students have been doing for their business to continue to grow and scale up their profits. All right? Listen, if you have anything that you want me to cover about Shopify and e-commerce, leave a comment right below so that you can basically help me on creating the content that you want. Okay? These video series are really created for you, not really for me. I want to create all these to empower you and to basically simplify entrepreneurship for you. These are not rocket science, okay? It is not like you building a nuclear bomb or whatever. You're literally going to show or basically be showing the steps, what you got to do, what strategies you got to take, and really apply those in your business. And listen, there's one thing that I wanted to tell you. You watched this far. And if you are not going to take action with things that you're going to learn from my free course and also from my series, you're going to be basically missing out and missing the boats. And I would highly encourage you, okay, to make it a habit to take action and really apply what you're going to learn in my Shopify Masterclass series, all right? So again, leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think about my Shopify Masterclass series, and do let me know what you want to learn in my Shopify Masterclass so I can continue to provide content and value to things that you are going to absolutely use and things that are basically strategies that you are going to benefit with. All right. Other than that, listen, I look forward on seeing you in our next episodes, and I'm going to make this a constant series to continue to share with you what is the latest update, what is the latest strategy, what you got to do to continue to build your business. All right. Other than that, I look forward on seeing you guys in the next episode. Make sure you click the button below, okay, in the video description. Grab the free course if you really want to get started. Other than that, I look forward on seeing you then. Peace out.